সেকেন্ড লেসন করছি, ঠিক আছে। আ ফিট অন ফিট, FEAT, ফিট মানে কোনো বীরত্বপূর্ণ কাজকে বলা হয় ফিট, হিরোইক ডিডস। আর অন ফিট, FEET, ফিট মানে হচ্ছে পায়ের পাতা। FEAT, ফিট মানে কোনো হিরোইক ডিডস বা বীরত্বপূর্ণ কাজ, তাকে বলা হচ্ছে ফিট। আর FEET, ফিট মানে হচ্ছে পায়ের পাতা, অর্থাৎ এখানে হিমালয় পর্বতের সর্বোচ্চ শৃঙ্গ মাউন্ট এভারেস্টে যে পা রেখেছিলেন তেনজিং নোরকে এবং তার সঙ্গী, তো সেই ঘটনাটাকে, সেই ঐতিহাসিক বীরত্বপূর্ণ কাজটাকে এখানে ফিট বলা হচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে। লেটস বিগিন। হোয়াট ডু ইউ সি ইন দ্য পিকচার? একটা ছবি দেখতে পাচ্ছ এখানে, সেই ছবিটাতে বলছে কি দেখতে পাচ্ছ? হ্যাঁ, নো ডাউট দেয়ার ওয়াজ দি পিক or summit of the mountains. Which is the highest mountain peak in the world? পৃথিবীর সবচেয়ে উঁচু পর্বত শৃঙ্গ কোনটি? হ্যাঁ, মাউন্ট এভারেস্ট ইজ দ্য হাইয়েস্ট পিক ইন দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড। হোয়ার ইজ ইট লোকেটেড? এটা কোথায় অবস্থিত? ইট ইজ দ্য হাইয়েস্ট পিক অফ দ্য হিমালয়াস দ্যাট ইজ সিচুয়েটেড ইন ইন্ডিয়া। ইন্ডিয়ার হিমালয়ের মাউন্ট এভারেস্টই হলো সবচেয়ে উঁচু শৃঙ্গ। দিস prose piece deals with how Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary, two mountaineer, reached the highest peak of the world that has been presented here. Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were part of the British expedition to the Mount Everest in 1953. It was the year 1953. In that very year, two mountaineers, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, they participated in the British expedition to Mount Everest. British expedition means adventure, and daring activity is called an expedition, and that was the part of the British expedition. Here the meaning has been given: expedition, organized journey with a purpose. When some person went on a journey and that has some definite purpose and that is organized, susongotito in Bengal it is called. So that was the expedition organized by British people, and it was done in 1953. Colonel John Hunt led the expedition. Colonel John Hunt was also a mountaineer. He led the expedition. Hunt selected a team of people, all of whom were experienced climbers. Hunt, the leader, selected a team of people, একদল লোককে নির্বাচিত করেছিলেন, and all of them were experienced mountaineers, climbers. Edmund Hillary, look at the word climbers. Climbers has come from the word climb. Climb মানে পর্বত আরোহণ করা বা কোনো উঁচু জায়গায় ওঠা। Edmund Hillary, a climber from New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa from India. These two names are very important in this lesson. Who was Edmund Hillary? Edmund Hillary was a climber from New Zealand. New Zealand থেকে তিনি এসেছিলেন ক্লাইম্বিং করতে। আর Tenzing Norgay was a Sherpa from India. They were among the 11 chosen climbers. John Hunt selected 11 persons for the British expedition to Mount Everest, and in that group was an Indian Sherpa, and his name was Tenzing Norgay, and Edmund Hillary was another climber who was who came from New Zealand. After months of planning, the team began to climb. Mountaineering or climbing a peak was not an easy work. It is hard work and it should be done in a planning way, otherwise there may be some sort of dangers. মাউন্টেনিয়ারিংটা হচ্ছে খুব কঠিন কাজ, বিশেষ করে এরকম বিপদ সংকুল যে পর্বত শৃঙ্গ সেগুলো জয় করা বা সেগুলোতে পৌঁছানো খুব কঠিন। তো প্রতি মুহূর্তে বিপদ থাকে, সেই জন্য দি মাউন্টেনিয়ার্স নিড সাম সর্ট অফ প্ল্যানিং অ্যান্ড প্রিপারেশন অ্যান্ড কশন। সতর্কতা চাই, প্রস্তুতি চাই এবং দারুণ ধরনের প্রস্তুতি চাই। Out of all the climbers on the expedition, only 4 would get a chance to make an attempt to reach the summit. We have already known that there were 11 climbers who were in the expedition team, but only 4 were selected to reach to the summit. Summit means peak or top. Hunt, the team leader, selected 2 teams of climbers. The first team included Tom Bourdillon and Charles Evans, while Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay made up the second. তাহলে of the 11 climbers, only 4 were selected for the final climbing of the team, and Hunt, the leader, divided those 4 persons into 2 groups. One group had been formed with 2 climbers named Tom Bourdillon and Charles Evans, and second team was Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay. বুঝতে পেরেছো জিনিসটা? তাহলে 4 জনের মধ্যে 4 জনকে নিয়ে দুটো দল করে দিল হান্ট। The first team left on May 26, 1953 to reach the summit of Mount Everest. The 2 men made it up to about 300 feet short of the summit, still the highest any human being had yet reached. They were forced to turn back after they encountered bad weather. The first team, who were in the first team? Tom Bourdillon, Charles Evans. Tom Bourdillon or Charles Evans. The first team left on May 26, 1953 to reach the summit of Mount Everest. The first team proceeded to reach the Mount Everest. The 2 men made it up to about 300 feet short of the summit. এই দুজন লোক সামিট থেকে 300 ফিট দূরে ছিল। Still the highest any human being had yet to reach. তবুও তারা সেই 300 ফিট উঁচুতে উঠতে পারেননি। They were forced to turn back after they encountered the bad weather. They were forced to come back because the weather was very bad. At 4 a.m. on May 29, 1953, what was the final expedition to reach the summit started on which day? The 26th May. And after 3 days, on 29th May at 4 a.m., Hillary and Norgay woke and got ready for their climb. This was their turn. এবার তাদের পালা। They woke up at 4 a.m., started their journey at 4 a.m. On May 29, 1953. Hillary discovered that his boots had frozen and spent 2 hours defrosting them. It was so cold that Hillary's boots were frozen. Frozen মানে বুঝতে পেরেছো তো? না না, ফ্রোজেন মানে বরফ জমে গেছিল, বুটের ভেতরে বরফ জমে গেছে। অ্যান্ড ইট took 2 hours to make those boots free from ice. The two men left camp at 6:30 a.m. From the camp, they started to climb the summit at 6:30 a.m. Upon their climb, they came upon one particular difficult rock face, but Hillary found a way to climb it. The rock face is now called Hillary's Step. দেখো, তাহলে they were also about to fail to climb the summit, but they faced a particularly difficult rock, but Hillary found a way to climb it. Hillary was fortunate enough to find a way to reach the summit. The rock face is now called Hillary's Step. That very rock which the mountaineer Edmund Hillary managed to climb up is now called Hillary's Step, because it was Edmund Hillary who succeeded actually to climb up the summit, or that means Mount Everest. At 11:30 a.m., Hillary and Norgay reached the summit of Mount Everest. They started their actual journey at 6:30 a.m. and at 11:30 a.m. At 11:30 Hillary and Norgay reached the summit of Mount Everest. So what was the actual time they climbed the Mount Everest? It was about 11:11 a.m. and they reached the summit. Hillary reached out to shake Norgay's hand, but Norgay gave him a hug in return. Hillary reached out to shake Norgay's hand. Edmund Hillary stretched his hand to shake Norgay's hand, but Norgay was so pleased that he hugged him, gave him a hug. That means he embraced him, বুকে জড়িয়ে ধরল. The two men enjoyed only 15 minutes at the top of the wall because of their low oxygen supply. They did not stay there for long time. They only stayed there for 15 minutes because their oxygen supply was lessening, কমে আসছিল. They spent their পর্বতের উপরে অক্সিজেনের ঘাটতি থাকে, সেজন্য অক্সিজেন নিয়ে যেতে হয় এবং তাদের অক্সিজেন কমে আসছিল বলে they spent their time taking photographs and enjoying the view. For the 15 minutes they stayed there, they took some photographs and enjoyed the view. Norgay placed a food offering to God. ভগবানের উদ্দেশ্যে তিনি ফুড নিবেদন করেছিলেন. When their 15 minutes were up, Hillary and Norgay made their way back down the mountain. যখন তাদের 15 মিনিট শেষ হয়ে গেল, Hillary and Norgay started to return to the mountain camp. This is the great expedition that Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay succeeded in reaching the Mount Everest. And what was the date? It was May 29th, 1953. You should read the text very carefully, frequently. You should write in such a way that the words gets very much familiar with you. এমনভাবে পড়বে যেন শব্দগুলো তোমার কাছে খুব পরিচিত হয়ে যায় এবং মানে বারবার পড়াটাই হচ্ছে একটা, অন্তত তোমাকে একটা সিটিংয়ে বসলে 2-3বার করে পড়বে. যেভাবে আজকে পড়লে ওই পড়াটা কিন্তু মোটেই ভালো পড়া হয়নি, ওটা কোনো পড়াই নয়. Is there any problem with the meaning, you just read the text and ask me whether there is any problem. এরপরে তুমি এ করবে, এক্সারসাইজ সব পুরো কমপ্লিট হয়ে গেছে? ওটা এক্সারসাইজটা কমপ্লিট করবে।